Okay, so first things first. Welcome on in, everybody. It's your Frogman here, King Pepper the Second. Just wanted to say, so in case you guys are wondering about my YouTube video that I released previously for Brown Dust 2, it has been age restricted. Unfortunately, my appeal did not go through, so it was rejected. But I'm going to be making this recording in the beginning of this now. This is gonna be the same video, same everything that I posted in my last one. However, I am gonna have to censor this because a lot of the imagery and and moments in the live stream, unfortunately, were too spicy, and I can't do anything about it. I tried my best, but it just they were not having it. So, um, this is gonna be the same video, like I said, but it's gonna be censored. Now, if you want to go check out my other video that's uncensored, has all the content and you know demo reel of what they're gonna be having to offer. I'll keep my other VOD up here on YouTube for you guys to watch it. However, you have to be signed into YouTube in order to watch it. So, unfortunately, that's just how it is. I can't do nothing about that. I tried, like I said, with the appeal, but it is what it is. And if you also want to go check out some of the art, it is on my Twitter page. I'll have my link down below if you want to go check it out there. Or if you want to go on their official website, I'm sure that they do have it there too listed as well because they normally post a lot of their art there as well. So you can go check it out there. However, I do hope you guys enjoy it nonetheless, but you have to sign in to my other video because YouTube, I don't know. Wilhelmina, her booty was just too much, I guess, for for YouTube to handle. So it is what it is, though, right? It is what it is. I tried, but with that being said, enjoy it. I don't know what's gonna happen with my future videos of Brown Dust 2 because the thing is, it is the summertime, right? So I don't know. I'll do my best to deliver you though as much content in it as I possibly can, though. However, but I just want to let you guys know, okay? So anyway, enjoy the video. Apologies again, and hopefully this doesn't have to happen again, but we'll see. But take care, and here we go. And welcome on in, everybody. It's your Frogman here, King Papa the Second, bringing you some more Brown Dust 2 content. And yes, it is the second anniversary special live stream broadcast that they had earlier this, well, actually, earlier this morning, but I was asleep. So here I am, going to bring you the latest news, going to summarize it as best I can, but also it's going to be quite a long one just because, as you can clearly see, this live stream was like 6 hours long. However, they didn't really get into the details until the timestamp, which is at 2 hours and 12 minutes right here. And then it leads to about another 2 hours of information. That's when they start talking about everything throughout that period. So that is only what we are going to cover here today, or what I'm going to cover here today for you guys watching this. And I hope I can do my best with delivering a lot of the news and the updates and what's going on with it. I actually did sit through up to the well, up until they started to do their fan events. So that was about like 4 hours in. So I'm very excited though. However, I don't mind doing this again because honestly, going over this with you guys is something that I love and enjoy doing in Brown Dust 2. And let me tell you, the devs did really bring it all out for us here in this anniversary. I'm very impressed. Gonna say this too. A lot of the anniversaries that have been going around lately, right? Brown Dust 2 literally just blew them all out of the water. I kid you not. Like, Brown Dust 2 literally delivered a lot of peak content. In fact, their content was over Mount Everest at that point. That's how over peaked that these rewards and the fixes and updates that we got into this live broadcast was. So I'm gonna cover it now, and as yes, you can clearly see that beautiful booty. We all know who it is, and yes, I am rocking. I'm rocking Zenith's PNG right now, just because it's Zenith. It's the summer, right? I was like, let me do it for you guys, because you know how I like to do. But anyway, before we get into it, like, subscribe if you enjoy the video. I'd like to hear your comments down below if you have any about what you want to see even more so after you watch this video that I'm making. What are your expectations even further? Do you think that the Brown Dust 2s are going to continue delivering peak content? And honestly, I feel they are. But let's snap to it, shall we? So I timestamped it here just because this is where it starts, all the information. So more or less, you're gonna be hearing like two commentators here. They're gonna be talking most of it out, but I'll break it down for you too as well. But I'll let them do their thing first and everything. So I'll be quiet, but when I pause it, I'll more or less say my thoughts and a little bit more if they didn't cover it. So here we go. Here we go. Hope you guys enjoy this because damn, did they deliver. It's about to get hot.
And as you can see, you definitely know who this booty and outfit of the screen belongs to, right? So Chongwon, can you please give us more deets on the story concept?
Yeah, Sarah's new summer event pack splash screen takes place in a water park, and it follows the bold journey of Wilhelmina, the headmaster of Beirut Elementary School. Hoping to bond with students who are scared of her, she plans a field trip to a water park. But things do not go as planned. Some of the students from Beirut Elementary disappear, and they're last seen heading to a water bomb festival with a mysterious girl. Wilhelmina grabs her water gun and dives into the chaos to save her students and get the field trip back on track. As she searches through the festival, dodging streams of water gun fire, suspicious men, armed with water balloons and super soakers, appear to block her path. Can Wilhelmina rescue her students and finish the trip as planned? Please look forward to it.
Oh,
Wow.
Yep, and there it is. There is the first spicy scene with our girl here. The queen herself, right? This is her. Now she is defending her, obviously, the kids that, she's the headmistress of, or, So, this is her. This is her. This is the first scene that we'll be getting. So she's there defending them, She still has that mentality, right? Even in another universe or parallel world, as you call it. She still has that, that side of her that's like, courageous and loyalty, right? She still has that. So it's really nice to see that. Plus, I mean, look at that artwork of her. I know. But guess what? It gets better after this. But yes. So in a nutshell, she takes her class to a water theme park because she wants to be seen as somebody that's not like, mean or like hard to approach. That's basically the synopsis about it. What's taking place in the new story pack events. So this is why she's doing this and everything. Explains a little bit more down the line. But yeah, that's in a nutshell. That's what the new story pack's about.
wow. What is this?
Oh my god. Origami, special cinematic illustration, right?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so this is Wilhelmina putting herself on the line to shield kids from danger. Even if she gets wet, even if her clothes are teared, she would throw herself to protect the kids. And you know that this is the beauty and virtue of Wilhelmina. So she never backs down. And there...
Excuse for the the subtitles here. They're not the best. Obviously, her name is not Bill. Okay? Her name is Wilhelmina, or as I like to call her for short, Helm. Okay? Just There
is this unwavering spirit that Wilhelmina shows. So we would like to ask for your support for her unwavering spirit.
Wow, how many water gun shots?
Oh, sorry about that. It's buffering a little bit. Because I rewinded it.
Do you need to tear the clothes?
Well, if you look at this string on the inside, it's all teared. Well, this means that she's super committed, right, Dongmin? Yeah, right. Yeah, so as you...
Yeah, she's like, okay, right?
said that this is the beauty of Wilhelmina, we'll just move on. Yeah, Brown Dust 2 is still Wilden, and you know that I can't really think of words to say. But anyhow, we're going to be going next to the updates on the new season event.
Here we go.
So it seems that something went down at the water park. Chuni, can you tell us what it is all about? Absolutely. Now, the title for this season's event is Hot Summer Dream or Midsummer Dream, and it tells a story at the water park, which is also the setting for our Splash Queen event pack. And Chongwon, he will be taking over.
At Sarah's request, Vaneka and the lifeguards decide to give Yusia a dreamlike vacation because she's always too much into training. To make her truly believe she's inside a dream, they go all out to deceive her. But just when they finally convince her, something starts happening in the water park. Something so surreal it could only happen in a dream. This is a story of Yustia's dreamy vacation and the lifeguard's desperate mission to protect it. We hope you're excited for our seasonal event, Midsummer Dream.
Ooh! Oh,
Wow.
look at this illustration.
I know, right? Yustia's going all out here. But this is actually, yeah, so a separate event from the story. It's like that VN, you know what I mean? But yeah, and also this is like the last part of it. They'll explain the entire prestige skin, which I'm sure a lot of players were curious about it. It'll be like the very last thing that's like in this video, so I'll explain it and also do my best to explain what they explain. Okay, but let's get to it.
I guess that this is a special illustration, right? Yes, it is. Now, Yustia, she's our main character, and it always seems that she's showing up looking super cool. She has like themes like a young knight or a swordswoman, and this just never gets old, right? Now, so this time we have expressed that coolness through her brave sword art. Before, she had a delicious food skewer as her weapon, but now this time she has a dessert weapon. It's called ice cream.
I love how they just said it's called ice cream. That's what it is. Like, we don't know what that is. But it's ice cream, guys. Man, gravity must be hitting different in that world because, I mean, that is literally at like what? 45-degree-ish angle? Not even falling apart.
And besides this particular shot, I think Yustia gets so cute whenever she's holding food, right?
Yes, definitely. I'm sure a lot of you have already checked out the pre-registration website and were curious about Yustia's prestige skin. We'll talk more about that in just a bit. Oh wow, Yustia looks absolutely adorable here. The halter neck design is especially my style. I love it. All of a sudden, I love the halter neck style. So sudden. Confession about your personal taste? Okay, thank you for the sudden confession about your personal taste, Jongho. Alright, now it's time to dive into the new costume reveals. I'm sure many of you got a sneak peek on the second anniversary.
Okay, guys. It's about to get even hotter here, okay? So brace yourselves. Get a glass of cold water and some ice because this was some spiciness I've ever seen.
First pre-registration site got me extra excited. So let's look at the new costumes. Jongwon and Origami. Are you ready?
Yes.
Alright, our first costume reveal, take it away.
Wow. Ooh, look at that.
First up is the star of our story, Water Park Queen Wilhelmina. She's the young headmaster of Bayroom Elementary and she's doing everything she can to find her students in the middle of the chaotic water pond festival. She still has her concept as a multi-hit specialist, but now just like Bunny Celia, she can gain a buff that helps her stack even more chains. Design details? Origami, please.
Okay, now you know our queen truly has a regal presence even in the real world. And when we heard Wilhelmina was going to the water park, we couldn't help it. We tried something very bold. Now, when we think of summer, we think of Yangyang Beach, pretty cafes, and the beautiful sea, right? You know, you get a cup of coffee at the beautiful sea, and you also upload cute photos to Instagram. Yeah, that's right, but I thought that Origami, you have plenty of memories in Yangyang too, huh? Guess that you've been there a lot. No. Sadly.
Okay, let's get to, sorry. I thought that we head right into it. It's like right here too, that's the thing about it. It's like right here. Oh man, you guys get to see some sneak peeks there a little bit.
No, I've never been to Yangyang before, so this is all designed based on imagination.
Okay, I think it's
Wow. That's why I designed it while imagining it. And you know, Wilhelmina, she's really so cool. And I thought that she had this kind of flirty vibe as well. And she really looks at other people. So I tried to put that a little bit into her outfit.
Right? So half of the hairstyle with that big ribbon pin is so adorable. The ribbon pin, so cute. And that one-piece swimsuit, it has white long sleeves which contrast with how short the swimsuit is. And it's not just short, it's see-through as you can see. So it's not subtle at all, actually. You definitely went all in.
Trying to see where the skill cutscenes were again. Oh yeah, so you can clearly see, yes. Okay, so they're basically showcasing all the new costumes for the summer lineup. You could actually see them on their official website. They're just like animated in them. So like you see Helmina here, or Helm as I call her. Wilhelmina. Okay. Then we got Rafithia. And then we have Zenith. There she is, a close-up shot of Zenith. And then we also have the lovely, and yes, there she is, Eclipse. Now, like I said, this is just basically showcasing them, but, you know, animated. They're moving around, basically, so you see them here.
All of a sudden,
But I really want to show you guys the cutscenes themselves. I thought that was actually right there, in fact. Oh, yeah, here it is, here it is. So, these are the skill cutscenes. I do apologize. This is where they are, but, you know, there's some eye candy for you to start off with. And now here we go with the skill cutscenes. And like I said, very hot. And they did deliver on it. I knew they were going to, too. So I'll shut up so you guys can enjoy it.
Skill cutscenes are really famous, so I bet that everybody on the planet already knows about this.
So
I'm really looking forward. And since
knows.
this is our second anniversary, I think that we can just reveal everything without hesitation. And I hope that a lot of people are curious about it, so please reveal without any hesitation.
All right.
Here we go.
Wilhelmina cutscene.
Damn. Am I right?
Oh.
Whoa. They sure know how to do it, right, Gami? I mean, he's the GOAT, man. I mean, look at this. Beautiful shot of her. Beautiful shots, I should say. What am I saying?
Wilhelmina cutscene.
Let's watch it again, shall we? There we have one good shot. Wow, right? It shows off that booty of hers. Beautiful shot. Then we have this. There it is.
Oh, I can't even hear the sounds.
Audience members are going absolutely crazy. Look at them.
Origami. Our fans are excited. Our fans are riled up. Origami, please.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wasn't trying to give you a detailed explanation on this, but looking at the scenes and the layout and the
Beautiful,
design,
stunning,
Wilhelmina hit 20 million views, so I got really nervous while working on it. And a lot of wild ideas came about, a lot of them crossed their minds, and we tried to really meet your expectations because it hit 20 million views.
Yeah, she went like
Yeah, we
viral
tried
on
to make
Twitter.
the biggest impact.
In case you guys don't know about that one, I remember they sent out a tweet, the devs, about Wilhelmina with her first costume, right? And if anybody remembers the video, or saved it, you know, it went viral. It went crazy viral on Twitter. It was crazy. Honestly, I expected no less because, like, I mean, come on now. That was really peak. It still is, too. And now, an additional, you know, Wilhelmina here getting another very sexy skill cutscene. Am I right? So, telling you. Devs made a good move with that tweet. They really did.
Possible. So, in order to give you the biggest impact, we put in a lot of effort.
Oh, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Jongwoo, how was it? You like cuteness, right?
Okay, so they're gonna get into
We
the other
weren't
one
able to
here.
add sound originally, so we actually created sound
Just bear
for
with
us
me.
into
It's
it,
gonna
and then
continue.
we
It's gonna
added
continue.
sound at the very end. The whole process was really rushing. Did the sound play?
Oh, we
The
couldn't actually
excitement was
hear it.
so big. We couldn't even hear the sound.
Don't worry, you guys will be able to hear that once it's released.
Anyways,
So
we saw the first cutscene, Wilhelmina. Alright, let's move on to the cute one, Raffitia.
Oh, so cute. Wow, so cute.
Oh, so cute.
so there's Rafithia. Okay.
Is bubble the concept of this update? We've seen a lot of bubbles. Well, we have actually used many different things in the past. So our concept is like the sprays or the bubbles of water. We've got a lot of great feedback and response from the audience today.
I'm curious to know what Origami's intention was for designing this.
So we have this really fresh crispiness from the cutscenes, as you can see. This should be actually a moving video, but this is really cute and
So
lovable.
I know that the
and
devs
cutscene
they said that they
image
weren't gonna
is
go
probably
down
going to be
this type of
revealed
route
later on, but
as
I
much
really would like
before.
to save it for myself.
But they decided to switch it up now a little bit.
Alright, Jongwon, can
But they
you
said
mimic
that
this
they're
face?
not gonna be
Jongwon,
doing it.
please mimic this face. Give me the
But they did say, like, sorry about that, I forgot to pause it. But yeah, they did say that they weren't gonna do this as much with like these types of, character designs. And you know what I'm talking about, right? The lolly types. But they said it's gonna happen, every once in a while. However, they're not gonna go all out, like, obviously, like how they do with like Wilhelmina and Zenith, Eclipse, right? Because those are more mature themes. They can work more with them. And obviously, personal preference wise for me is obviously always mature. I love mature look to it. Obviously, that's me. That's my preference. I think Raffithi is cute, but for people that like the lolly side, I mean, not going to say anything about it, but that's you. But for me, mine is mature themed, and obviously they did deliver it in the next, future ones you're about to see. So, but yeah, it's all they said it wasn't gonna happen as often with like the lolly type ones, but they say if it's like popular enough with some of them, they'll do basically a cute thing, but nothing too outrageous. You know what I mean? Like the ones that they did in the past. So, just wanted to let you guys know that. Okay.
this face.
Me?
1, 2, 3. Wow.
Dude, the devs always go all out, man.
Wow.
As you can clearly see, they're all
looks-
cosplaying.
Exactly like Lepetia.
So sorry to all our fans who love Raffitia. I ruined it. I know.
No,
that-
no, it's
No,
okay.
I'm sure there will be all our fans who love Raffitia. I ruined it. I know.
Not sure if you saw it, but they have it. Someone is cosplaying as Young Lady Blade here, right there. Look at the katana too.
No, no, it's
No,
okay.
I'm sure they will be very proud of you. All right, moving on to the next cutscene.
Oh, here we go.
Zenith.
Damn.
Oh.
That was wild, right? Let's see that one more time. Wow. Now, who could that have been,
Oh.
right? So, if we're looking at it, if we're analyzing this closely, like, no joke. So, the only two that I was guessing here was this was either Dalvi or Morphia. I really don't know who else this could have been, in all honesty. I don't know because the only two that come to mind that were wearing like black bikinis in like their skill cutscenes were like Dalvi and Morphia. Then again, this could just be some random, pool goer that just so happened to get very lucky with Zenith. I don't know. Remember, she's a lifeguard, right? So, wild, right? Gami went all out with this. I'm telling you,
Oh.
man.
Okay, so I think everybody is flustered.
You hear that like
And
shout at the very
people,
end?
I think that everybody
Somebody
lost their
like
words.
gooned out there.
Yeah, I think that the reaction that you can show is limited.
And also the reactions from our fans and also reactions from global audience. Our global audience chat is actually
Oh
fired
yeah,
up.
if I showed you the YouTube chat that was, going on obviously next to this because I have it in full screen, they were going absolutely insane in the chat in a good way. But like, but you should have like, oh, excuse me, but you should have like read everything that they were typing in, man. They were going hysterical, and like I said, in a good way though. Like they weren't saying nothing bad about it. They wanted more, obviously, right? Because this is some spicy content, but also it's summer, right? It's summer, and obviously this works for the theme of Brown Dust 2. And I knew they were gonna go all out with this. Like I had no like my expectations. They actually blew it out of the water because I was expecting I expected really peak content. Yes, of course I did. But when I saw like Zenith's, for example, and then like Wilhelmina's, I was like, whoa. And then obviously the one that's upcoming right here, which you're about to see, just like was icing on the cake. With like more frosting on top of it.
It's exploding.
Yeah, I think it's because of the cutscenes. It's not because I think that we need to worry about the server. Is it still okay? Is it still running?
YouTube server is probably who's
Yeah.
the girl?
First, we
They were worried about YouTube like taking it down or something like that. Not today. So let's see.
planned a male thief, but I thought that it might make some people uncomfortable, so we changed it. It's changed to a female thief, but I think that it might actually look even more provocative.
Yeah, so thank Gami for that, guys, because originally it was gonna be like a male dude that Zenith, got all up in his face with, but he changed it to a female instead, and obviously that worked 1,000 times better for us, for us, obviously as well. Okay, let's not lie to ourselves. Okay, but yes, obviously he made a great decision on it. Okay,
Oh,
I'm for it. I'm all for it.
Our fans are happy. Our fans like
So
it.
satisfied.
I can tell. I can tell our fans are happy.
Yeah. Well, we don't really have to answer it. I think everybody knows it already.
Junie, what do you
That
think?
all of us did.
Looking at each and every cutscene.
Yeah, we tried to look at each of the cutscenes. We tried to give feedback, but everybody is really not saying any words because we're at first like we looked at it roughly, but at first I think the reactions were pretty much the same among us. Like everybody was so worried. Everybody was they really cheered up, and I think they were up for changing the male thief character into a female thief character.
The global audience chat, Korean audience chat, they're being fired up. It's going to explode, but we're gonna add more fire to it.
Oh yeah, we are.
All right, then let's move on.
Damn. Yep, there she is. You heard that scream?
Oh. Origami, origami.
It's wild, right? And she's the free +5, so show some love for Gami and his
Sounds like a
team.
battlefield, like soldiers.
Origami, he's like the general.
Yeah, let's watch that one more time.
Origami.
All right, but we're gonna add more fire.
One more time,
to
guys.
it.
One more time. Just for you guys.
All right, then let's move on.
Damn. Telling you. Dude, that dude just screaming at the very end.
Oh. Origami, origami.
The fans are chanting.
God,
The fans
she's
are
so
chanting.
beautiful, by the way. Oh my goodness.
Well, it sounds like a battlefield, like soldiers.
Origami, he's like the general who's won all the battles in war.
Yes, okay, so she took everything off because she's now wed. Now she's married and she's taken everything off, and I hope that she's happy.
Dongmin, Eclipse, what do you think?
So I've been able to feel the energy, the quality, the philosophy,
The
And it's really
philosophy.
difficult to assume who actually came up with this idea.
What type of
But
philosophy we
really love
talking
it.
about here?
And there are a lot of newbies who are watching our show, and I think that they're really concentrated on what's coming up next.
I think all of us are, really. Honestly, all of us are. I love the fact that he said philosophy with that. I love to know what this type of philosophy is, right? Let me get into that. I'll take some classes with it. Okay, so now we're gonna hop on to the interaction scene. I'll just skip a little bit of ahead for this one. But yes, guys, this is how we starting off. This is how we starting it off, and they have not disappointed. Okay, so this is the new fated guest, which I'm sure if anybody read or you know or heard about was going to be Wilhelmina. So this is going to be her. They're going to show a little bit of a sample for it. And so yeah, so enjoy it. A little bit of a demo like they did with the 1.5 anniversary. So let's get to it.
It's Water Park Queen Wilhelmina. She's joining as the newest fated guest. Jongwon? That's right. Water Park Queen Wilhelmina will be joining as the newest
I
fated
love how
guest.
she smiles.
She looks a little awkward here, right? Her smile looks awkward.
She's practicing smiling, guys. That's actually it.
So she's preparing for a parent-teacher meeting with the guardian of one of her students, but since she's not exactly known for smiling, she starts practicing how to smile naturally.
Honestly, I think it's so cute that like she's attempting this too, right? I really feel it's really cute, and this is actually going to be one of those interaction scenes that you can put on your wallpaper for the home screen. So I'm ready to do that too. She is so beautiful though. Excellent design.
Since she's not exactly known for smiling, she starts practicing how to smile naturally. And Master helps Wilhelmina practice her smile. She's always serious, sometimes even a little cold, but what would she be like as someone's partner? We'll get to fully experience the charm and warmth she's been hiding all along in the new fated guest story.
실장님이 갑자기 카메라에 잡히면서
Jongho got into the camera.
Okay, I'll skip a little bit ahead so you guys can get the sample of it.
To think
I'm
about.
sure you guys want to see
Now
the sample,
think
right?
about getting a bit closer with your summer romance partner. So it's like bumping into someone like Wilhelmina and slowly getting closer. And we really focus on the getting closer part, revealing her layers one by one. And I hope that everybody really feels that connection too.
Really descriptive there.
Opening up her mind, right?
right.
Opening up her mind. Enjoy opening up her
Opening up her mind, opening up her legs. Guys, I had to say it.
mind in the
That's
game.
right. Yeah, so it's layer by layer is what Origami said.
Okay,
You
so
can
I'm gonna fast forward it to
Well-
the what's it called, the demo for it, because I'm sure that's what you guys want to see, right?
Hmm?
I don't blame you. So let me get to it. Let's see.
Preview. It's going to be a
Okay, so here we go.
So scary.
Skip on a little bit of ahead.
Wilhelmina, and
Here we go.
in the space where only both of you know, you're going to be spending time with Wilhelmina, and there's not going to be a lot of interactions, but this is just one of the interactions I'll show you as a preview. Okay, so if this doesn't work, then just press initiation. Okay, so what you can do is you can touch her chin or her mouth, and this is how it's going to look like. And there's also the legs. And if you touch her legs, please don't directly interact like this at first. But what you can do is you can touch her breast, you can touch her armpit, and oh, sorry about that. So because you guys are lovers,
Well, yeah.
this is what you can do, right? Naturally.
They're dating, so they're getting to know
Naturally,
each
guys.
other,
So you said
right?
that going closer, layer by layer, is important, but you're going just straight to it. Yeah, but you know, like the first step, the first layer would be these strings. Oh, he just removed the strings altogether. Yeah, but ultimately, you're going to really stripping her, right? So before striping the gears, there's going to be a layer by a layer, step by step. I should be pressing this, but You guys really need to be ready for this.
Whoa, am I right? Whoa. Happened so quick, right? It was like a curtain call.
Oh, what did I just see? Okay, but
I know what I saw.
originally.
I know what I saw.
Okay, give me a hand, everyone. Okay, so it should actually go up even more, but now because we're doing this live broadcast, yeah, we can't just end it all of a sudden. So, oh, don't.
Stop there. Protect the stream.
No,
Protect the show.
don't.
Do
Okay.
not go.
Gami, do it. Do it, Gami.
So it was really short at first, but if you like start playing and if you continue playing,
A little bit of a
you'll
sample, guys. I'm
know
not gonna
what
show it all,
happens.
okay?
So as a
They ain't gonna
lover,
give you the
as
entire cake.
like a significant
But
other,
yes,
when
there
you
it is.
start a
So
conversation, you know how it flows, right? So I hope that you enjoy the game. Thank you.
yeah, so there it is. Is a little sample of what to expect. Got to unlock her though, okay? So just got a copy of her, and if you don't want to go all out for her, but you still want the interaction scene, you know how it works. So you just got to unlock them one time, okay? Okay, so this was them doing the wheel spinning, and honestly, we actually got really decent rewards. Not gonna lie. Also, if you watch the live stream too, you'll see that the devs actually were kind of rigging it to for the benefit of actually the players. So like if it rolled into something that, you know, wasn't as enticing, they would like move it over a little bit to the rewards that we would want. Like I kid you not. It was so incredible to watch. I think he does it though. I think Gami does it. Let me see. I know all three of them did it. He did it too. Let me see. Let's see what I'm talking about.
Oh, I hope for Tear of Goddess. Tear of Goddess.
There you go. See?
Wow. So rigged. Yeah, we got Tear of Goddess. Okay, just one more time. Just
rigged. Cheer of Goddess.
I thought I was gonna get buried.
Just give me this one. I almost died earlier.
Yeah, we got a.
I know he actually rolled the 5-star, which was this one. It was like right here, and then he moved it over a bit.
Lot of rewards day.
Okay, so we're gonna get into now the next part really, really quickly. Now, for anybody that's also very involved with the lore of Brown S2 like I am, this is a really big deal that's gonna be coming on up too, as well with the new story pack. And I'm very excited for this because it is about also somebody very special in our hearts. And also we have been seeing for the last, I think, what, 2 chapters right now, 16 and 17. So, but before we get into it, they're going to go over the guild raids. And they also were discussing some of this. This one actually looked like a space, like some sort of like fighter. You'll see what I'm talking about.
The next one, which is the guild raid boss.
Yes, you're right. Well, I think that I'm going to get the same reaction for the ruler of wind, Ruketinga. So this boss has a combat concept where it continuously weakens allies' magic resistance, but it has a combat pattern of granting powerful buffs to allies. Now this is another core element. Now, if you enjoy, then I think that it will be really exciting. It's okay.
Gotta hunt me some venison in this game.
No, I think that everybody has calmed down.
No, we haven't.
Yeah,
We want
I
more.
think that this is going to be.
Oh yeah,
really
currently over there in the
fun
live stream, it's actually really hot over there.
scenes, and this is another
They were
element
talking about it
of the
earlier on in the
story
stream.
pack update that is coming
Oh yeah,
up.
so here we go, guys.
Okay, Chuni, tell us more about it. Yes. Okay, now following the June summer event pack, we have Story Pack 18 that is scheduled for an update in July. Now, we wanted to introduce the summer content a bit earlier today, and that's the reason why we have a lot of updates for today's event. Now, I would like to ask for your understanding because there is going to be a prolonged show. Oh, cool.
There she is. There she is. Who could that be? We all know who that is.
Yes, Story Pack 18 marks the final chapter of Main Story Season 3. Because Story Packs 16 and 17 received mixed reviews, I'll admit I'm pretty nervous about unveiling this one today.
I was actually very surprised about that.
Sorry.
Fighting, cheers.
You can do it.
The lovely Olivia.
All right, please continue. Our heroes pursue Azar through Morphea's dimensional gate and arrive at the dark temple of Cocytus. Morphea insists that they must take Helene back from Azar and begins leading the group forward. Following Morphea's lead, they reach Azar's chamber. And as soon as they place their hands on the book, they're pulled straight into Azar's memories. Lucia and the others set
So
off.
we're also going to be getting some background in case you guys can hear it because I had to lower it a little bit on my OBS. But basically, we're going to be heading straight into the other dimension that, with spoiler alert, by the way, in case nobody wants to hear this, you can fast forward the video. But after Morphea helped us out and Eclipse figured out also how to summon those portals that Morphea was like conjuring up, we head into basically, we go after them. And also, we see some, like, apparently, we're going to get some background with Azure here. And basically, we're pulled into his memories. That's basically what it's just saying right here in some way when we touch a book. And we're going to see what he saw. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll even explain as to why he went down the path he did. Who knows, right? But we're going to be getting a lot of background lore with a lot of the villains, it looks like. I'm very excited for this. Also, Olivia gets a really big story and also lore behind her as well. Not just in Story Pack 18, but an event story as well. So I'm very excited for this because this could also mean, I would say at least 90%, I'll say, that we might actually get Olivia as a playable character. And I was saying this way back, last year, in fact, that when I was, when we fought her at times during like those guild raid bosses, you know how like you fight a boss and it leads to like the official then guild boss itself. Well, Olivia was always one of them, right? And that was one thing where it was like, I always said, I'm like, one day, guys, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We're gonna get her, right? It's gonna happen. And now, since we are getting more into her background, and you know how this normally works, right? They introduce a character for a little bit, over time, and then eventually, when they get an event story, not too long after that, we can expect them to drop as a playable character, right? So that's why I feel, I really strongly feel we are gonna get her, and I mean, I'd be shocked if we didn't, but I'm gonna say I feel strongly that we are going to get Olivia, or how she's going by is Callie, right? Either name, right? Either one. But I really feel like we are going to have the mother-daughter fighting combo here.
Off to rescue Olivier, who's been trapped somewhere deep within Azar's memories. Will they be able to save her and defeat Azar, who's escaped with Adeline in his grasp? Story Pack 18 Salvation, we hope you are excited for it.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of storytelling with this one.
Story Pack 18 animatic PV is also set to be revealed sometime in July, so please stay tuned.
Wow, animatic PV.
Getting a PV? Let's go,
I'm
right?
looking forward to it.
I am too. This is all dropping next month.
Have a lot of attention.
And there
for
she
Story
is.
Pack, and yeah, I can hear the reaction.
Telling you guys.
And I think that
This image art right here. Eustia hugging Olivia or hugging her mother. And yes, we do see some cake, but it's so worth it, right? So I'm very much looking forward to this. Honestly, I think it's going to be either a tragic end or maybe even a more uplifting, like, you know how it works, right? In the end. But who knows what this scene is. We don't see their faces. But I really feel that this is going to be another emotional chapter. But I'm all for them, Brown Dust 2's storyline isn't actually, meant to be all happy and whatnot, Obviously, if you played it, you know what I'm talking about, And that's why I love it so much, I know a lot of people play this game because of the skill cutscenes. I get it. That's okay, too. I mean, believe me, I love the skill cutscenes as much as anyone else does. But I really do also play and enjoy streaming this and making content on it because I do enjoy the story a lot. And so, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like this is going to be another tragic end to something, but I don't feel she's going to die. I think it's just going to be something like, just my assumptions here, but I still feel like we're going to get her as a playable character down the line. And I'm really hoping that they, hint at that. You know what I mean?
We're up for the deeds. Origami, spill the tea. Yeah, we try to express the meaning of a mother and a daughter in the most touching way. So seeing them embracing almost brings tears to my eyes. Yeah, I can actually see those tears in your eyes. I can't really tell who's who.
I don't know who's who. They're kind of
Yeah, but
I can tell.
please check in the story.
I know who those wings are.
Yeah, you can download right away. No, I'm going to be giving you the explanation. Who's actually holding who? So in the previous pack, Olivia held young Eustia, but now this time Eustia has grown up to hold Olivia, and it makes me think back on our entire journey together so far. I really hope that Olivia can be happy, and I'm really looking forward to the story.
Yeah, Yusti is actually older in this one. So keep that in mind too, guys. Olivia actually, not Olivia, Eustia actually is a little older now.
It's a heartwarming story. All right, please look forward to it in the next game.
I'm very, very excited for this.
Next up is event updates for new season.
So there were a lot of new season events, but I think that there's going to be something very different this time. So this is what they have emphasized. Chunhee, please give us more updates on the new event.
So this is it, going home. So this is what I was saying. This is Olivia as a Valkyrie, and they'll explain a little bit more too, but I'm just trying to summarize it for you guys just in case. But yeah, so she's a Valkyrie. She's up in the heavens, it looks like. Then she goes down below to look after Rafithia and a human who I don't know how he fits in with the story, but we'll find out in this event story. But apparently he's with Rafithia, so I'm not sure if he's like a partner of hers or some sort of like, I don't know, defender. I don't know, but this is gonna be Olivia's story now with her background and everything. But she's a Valkyrie still, so notice how she still has her wings. They're not, black wings. They're white wings, right? So very much looking forward to this one. Very much.
Yes, for sure. Now, the first event, season event, is Going Home. We have prepared this alongside Story Pack 18, and we wanted it to be 1.5 times the usual volume of a season event. So this has an even greater event or a volume than the Story Pack.
Our July seasonal event Going Home explores Olivia's past. Back when she was a Valkyrie of Prelia, it follows her journey from her proud warrior side to her gentle strength as a mother. Even in the face of the cruel fate, Olivia never stops fighting to protect.
Yeah, she is. So Rafithia actually knew Olivia from way back then, it seems. But yeah, so we have this human here in the background who we don't really know too much about, obviously. But we also then have Olivia here, and yes, that's quite an angle, am I right? Does emphasize the curves on her. But I mean, Olivia is beautiful after all. Like, in all seriousness, Olivia's design is actually really top quality. And I've always loved her design. Even when we fought her a lot of the times in the guild raids, you know what I mean, leading up to the guild boss, she always had a beautiful design.
The things that matter most. Tasked by Prelia with preventing the fall of the fairy kingdom, Olivia is granted the blade Mistiltane and sent down to Earth. There she crosses paths with a human boy and the fairy princess Rafithia. Will she be able to protect the fairy kingdom? What fate awaits her on this journey? Going home, I hope you're excited.
I'm very excited for this. Super excited for a lot of things, I'm just saying. It's just like,
Alright, let's go to images.
Now, this is Story Pack 18, and we also have a season event. And instead of the comical content we showed in previous summer packs, we're bringing you a somewhat darker and heavier story. And we prepared a highly immersive story for it, so I hope you guys enjoy.
I love the darker theme to this. It's nice to see. It's refreshing, in my opinion.
Yeah, next.
Alright.
그러면 일단 여기까지 하고 이제 다음 소식을 전해드릴 텐데
Okay, we're up for next news. The next one is update on minigame.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
So-
this mini game right here. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to say anything this time. I just want you guys to see it. You have to see it. It's different than me just explaining it. You guys got to see this. This was like, what? I was just like, I didn't know what to say when I was first watching this.
We're looking forward to it.
I had a quick look at the gameplay footage, and wow, this one's on a whole new scale.
So, I don't think that this is right to call a mini game.
Junie, what happened here?
Well, I know that you have enjoyed the Fiend Hunter Edge of Fury, and we have come up with an action mini game, and this is called Fiend Hunter Edge of Fury. This idea came from how about making this into an action game?
I mean, I think this deserves to be a standalone game, in my opinion.
Okay, so please show us the video. Oh, look at that.
3D!
You can't call this a mini game. How?
No way, this is not a mini game. How can this be a mini game?
It's because it is.
Yeah, so this is Fiend Hunter Edge of Fury. This is a multi-action mini game. You can control your character in real time to battle the fiends. Yeah, this is multi-action, and you can control in real time. And each of the fiends have 3 difficult levels, and you can also team up with a friend since it supports up to 2-player multiplayer. And in multiplayer, the fiends are buffed up to match a 2-player battle, so you'll need some intense teamwork. Now, first up, as you can see from the screen, there's this huge boss.
Incredible, right? Enough said, right? A 3D, chibi fight against a boss. I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? Now I know that I know Nikkei recently did something like this with Stellar Blade, which I'm still very impressed with. So seeing Brown Desk 2 do it as well, honestly, made me even happier to see. You know what I mean? Because it's nice to see a lot of these gacha companies branching out to thinking outside the box with these sort of ideas. And now, Brown Desk 2 is now doing this, and I'm very impressed to see this. And I'm very much looking forward to it because it's also a multiplayer. So you could have somebody fight alongside you, which they'll demonstrate too here in a little bit. They'll actually demonstrate it. But yes, very, very, very looking much to, playing this game and with also a friend. But mind you too, this is permanent. This is actually a permanent mode because remember, they made all the mini games in Brown Desk 2 now permanently. They permanently add them over time. So we have recently Pandora Escape, which was the Vampire Hunter theme to it. Very fun game, by the way. And then we had the matching Onsen card game. And now this one is going to be the upcoming one here. They also do talk about the one that was for the April Fool's one, the one with the apostles, and how you played as the villains and villainesses in that. So they do talk about that a little later. Actually, I believe it's actually right after this. So that is actually coming on back, and that's going to be permanently added too. So, like I said, permanent modes is killer. It's amazing that they do that. But yeah, here you go. Here's some.
This is Berserk, and Berserk is known for its wide range attacks and for disabling you with electric discharges. It has a very wide attack range, and the timing is a bit tricky, so it is very important to learn your patterns and approach it carefully. Next video, please. Now, next up is Fairy Tiger. I think that you're all used to Fairy Tiger. Now, it has a completely different attack style from Berserk. It's very swift and it has flame attacks. It constantly drains your health and stamina. So since it moves very fast, it's very tough to face head on.
No, look how fast Blade is moving too. Damn, right?
So we recommend a strategic approach by attacking it from the sides. We also have a total of 2 types of fiends for you to take on. And next, let's talk about the characters. Now, you'll be able to control them using 5 buttons. There is move, normal attack, special attack, guard, dodge, and heal. And except for moving and healing, use stamina. So stamina management is key. And also, every character can pull off a just guard or just dodge. So if you land a Just Guard, your character's unique extra skill activates automatically. With a Just Dodge, you get temporary invincibility, letting you safely get out of sticky situations. And we've also got 3 characters ready for you, each with their own unique combat style. First off, we have Blade. This character builds up sword aura with rapid combo attacks. They use high-speed movement and special attacks to exploit enemy openings.
Oh, man. Just hearing her explain it too gives me the shivers. Oh my goodness, I'm so ready for this.
Now, next video, please. Yeah, this is Terraje. Now, she's a charge dealer who hits hard even though she is a bit slow.
So basically, Teresa is like that berserker type. She got the heavy hits, slow attacking, obviously like a tank build, sort of. But like, she hits. I can see it clearly. She does hit. Oh my goodness.
She has a charge level. This is also going to be very crucial, and you can use this in many different situations. And next is Granhild. This character focuses on consistent pressure with solid survivability. She's a tactical fighter, buffing herself with positive effects and debuffing enemies with negative ones.
Yo, it looks like she also has a counter ability too. And we all know Grunhilder is like a tank slash counter type, right? It's really nice to you see it playing as a Valkyrie here, right?
This is also a combat character, and you can also use them in the overall combat efficiency for your team.
This is so badass. It really is.
Next. Yeah, so it's on the screen. And the fiends have weak spots on different body parts, and hitting those weak spots means more damage. And if you deal enough damage to a specific body part, it will break, and the fiend will be stunned for a bit. Now, while they're stunned, all your attacks will be critical hits, so that your chance to unleash some serious damage will go up. However, it's going to be based on a single player. There's going to be 3 different levels: normal, difficult, and very difficult settings. In multiplayer, you'll face up powered-up fiends designed for 2-player co-op based on very difficult settings.
Let's go. And we
You
get
can also
plushies.
compete with other players on the single-player ranking by aiming to beat your own high score. You can also try to get the best team score as well. And we are not going to be providing you just to show off your skills, and so you can have fun. We have also competing and complicated challenges, so I hope you enjoy.
My god, this is a minigame? There's no way.
It sure is a mini game.
Yeah, so look at that, their confidence. I can totally tell. I can't believe that this is the quality of a mini game. Well, at first, we wanted to make something even more grandiose, and it took even a year for us to work on this because we tried to put this and that. And if that was the case, then we were not actually able to focus on the main game. So our devs really put in a lot, and this is actually for our fans who play our mini games. I know that there are a lot of fans who like action games, so we tried to put that little essence into it.
And they succeeded.
You know, I think we need to see this here on the stage. Devs continue.
Okay, so here's a little bit of the gameplay itself of 2 players here. So let's see. Just gonna fast forward to that part, just so you guys don't have to, listen to a lot of the other. Because I know you guys want to see the content, right? I know what you do. Okay, so here they are. They're gonna be playing it here on a tablet, so you guys see it.
And start the chant.
Here it is.
Alright, Jongho is Teresa. Oh wow, I can't believe it is a mini game. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, Blade.
Oh, look.
Oh,
the first attack. Oh, wow. Dongmin is really good.
Oh wow. We can't tell who's going to win. We can't tell.
Yeah, they're so close. Yeah, look at Terese. Blade is really good.
Yo, Blade is so fast.
Wow, they're natural-born fighters. I think that they know the characters really well. Is no one really interested in me?
It's like if Devil May Cry was chibi. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
I think they're very similar. They're doing really similarly now.
Yeah, I think that Teresa maybe win.
Dude, I'm loving it.
If we
I'm
keep
loving
going
it.
on like
so
this.
far, Jongho is winning so far.
Oh, Jongho, 1 or 2 strikes and then it will be over. Yeah, I think it's going to end pretty soon. What is this, Dongmin?
Dude, look at that. He literally won by a second here. 1 second.
Oh wow, they're really close. Look at the
Oh my
results.
god, he's not dead. He's not dead.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Show us the screen. Oh, look at the record.
Oh
Wow.
Can you believe it? 1 second difference.
Wow. 1 second
second
difference.
It's crazy, right? But there you go. There's some of the demoing for it. Very, very nice, right? Oh, yeah. So this is talking about the Apostle Random Defense. So this is actually what's coming back here, too. So expect that to come back, too, as well.
Yeah, and for each of the elements, we have some balance tweaks, and we're planning to buff up units that attack single targets specifically. And after this, it will be opened all the time, so please look forward to it.
I really enjoyed this one. Honestly, I did.
Are you okay?
But let's see here. We're going to head back. Okay, so this is the quality of life, guys. Guys, this was something I always said in my surveys, too. And also whenever I was on stream. So you'll see here, it's the dorms. Dude, they did such a vast majority with quality of life in this. Oh my goodness. Like, what we've all wanted to, you know, global players as well as the other servers, you know. We all wanted this, and they did it.
And requests from our fans that we wanted the buy room to be expanded. And now we're planning for a room expansion. And this is how it looks like currently.
You ready for it? You ready for it?
Wow. And if you look at this screen, and this is an updated version. So you can see the screen, it has been
There you go. We got everybody at the gym here. I love the fact that this is what they did here. And also there's much more too.
updated, expanded, and decorated. And look, please show us the next screen. So this is 3x3, which means that there are 9 rooms in total, and you can decorate it however you want. You can actually move the furnitures. You can actually display 9 carpets and 20 characters. So there are up to 70 pieces of furniture that you can use. So this is like an apartment.
Whoa, right? Whoa. We can add 20 characters in a room now. It went from 4 to 20. That is a huge jump. Not to mention, look how much space you have. And when I was looking at this for the first time, I was like, dude, is this like The Sims? I mean, you can have like walls put up now, and you can remove the walls if you don't want them. You want it to be like an open space like this. You know, stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Apartment, right?
This is like a palace,
Yeah.
right? But seriously, this really expands the range of expression and opens up so many creative ideas. We can even do fun events like My Room Expansion.
Yeah. It really brings back some old memories when I moved from a tiny place to a much more spacious apartment. It just brings back those memories. Yeah, can you please show us the next image? Oh, look at that. So now you can see that there are walls in between the rooms, so you can use these walls.
What I found funny was the fact that Gray was the only one locked in this dingy room. I'm sorry, I had to say that.
You can remove these walls, you can decorate as much as you want. Yes.
Who decorated this room? Why is Jaden in every single room?
Yeah, I
Jaden's
know.
in every one.
Look at it.
He's in every room. Jaden's with Emma right now.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, so Jaden, who's in charge of...
Look at this. Jaden is filming Nebris here. What's going on with that? The fact that Wiggles in the background, I don't know. He's just like, I guess, spying on the twins here. You got Yuridoro over here.
the maps, he decorated this and totally killed it. And he's everywhere. If you look at the screen behind, and also behind the venue, he's also there, Jaden. He's the one
He's
who
everywhere, man. Look at him. He's in
actually
here.
made the maps.
He's there.
Yeah, Jaden, he's everywhere. What the heck, Jaden? Okay, next screen, please. Now, in today's update, you can see that we are dropping a new currency called Deco coins. Before, you needed a lot of coins, a lot of gold coins to buy furniture from the My Room shop. But the gold gets used in a bunch of different places, so we are bringing in new Deco coins as a dedicated currency for decoration.
Very nice.
And there are some items that you use to buy with gold. You can either now use them with gold or Deco coins. And also, there are going to be new furnitures added, and this will be only purchasable with Deco coins. And we're planning to gradually add more ways to earn and spend Deco coins in the future, so stay tuned.
Very nice. So now you no longer have to spend all your gold, that you earn for leveling up skill trees and, gear and refining and stuff. So I think that's a really smart move on their side with that. See, they were thinking so much, man, out of the box and things like that. Believe me, the devs knew what they were doing when they were going to do this anniversary event. They sure knew what they were doing.
Yes, and on top of that, we're also dropping a new popularity system just for My Rooms. You'll be able to check out My Rooms that have super high popularity, so you can actually peep all the cool and creative spaces other players have made. Plus, we are adding a guild tab to the visit menu, so you can check out your guidemate's My Room. And you can also find out those rooms yourself, and because the likes are unlimited, you can freely hit the like button of any My Rooms you like.
So this is actually something I mentioned before. But if we could get a recommended layout system added to My Room, that would be amazing because I have zero creativity, so I have a hard time decorating a room like this. So if you can have like a buy all furniture or recommended layout, that would be really good for someone like me.
Yeah. So from the devs who call them noobs, we're asking for a model home style recommended layout, like Chongo mentioned. So don't worry about that. We also have a lot of more updates and updated features. So we are going to be adding some recommended layouts as well, and these are going to be included in the improvements.
Wow, so great.
근데 사실 우리 신규 유저분들
And how
이제
about
막
new fans,
2주년과
newbies?
함께 시작할 분들을 위한 무언가가
New
좀
fans who are
필요하다
just
생각이
now
들거든요.
starting out with our second anniversary, don't we need something for people like them?
That's correct. So I think that this is a good time for us to recruit new fans. So when it comes to these anniversaries, like 1.5 or 2-year anniversary, then that's where a lot of newbies are going to be flowing in. So I believe that there are like a lot of major events and improvements that are dropping just for you. So it's not just these updates for our newbies, but we also have updates for our existing users. So Chunhee, I believe that you have a lot of details to share with us.
Okay, so this is what they were doing now with the new passes and everything. They're also going to explain what happened to the ordinary recruitment, which I gotta say, they really went all out with that one too as well. Let me just say in general, you're going to be hearing me say that a lot too, but guys, I'm just overall really impressed with just everything they did. Improvements, fixes, new additional things that they added as well. But so we have the guide pass here. So basically functions the same way with how they did it in the beginning, like when you were a new, obviously when you're a newbie, right? They had these 5 or 4 steps with them, right? You get a ton of rewards. They revamped it, and also a lot of these rewards too are going to be for the current players as well. So they also wanted to do that too for us. So veterans of the game can also have, a shot at the rewards as well. So
Yes, now we have a newbie pass that's going to get a total revamp, and now it will be called Guide Pass. It's broken into 8 steps total, and there are 20 days that are going to be given. Now this is the core of our newbie pass or guide pass. Now, this is to our newbie users. So we're going to be providing a lot of things that are needed by our newbie fans. And I hope that you can be really immersed with the charm. And you can also get the Nevris for new recruits. And next, we are going to be providing 10 costumes for our newbies. Oh, so there's actually 12, and you can choose one. So one of the recommended costumes can be chosen by each of the newbies. And we also have UR gear, 10 of them that are going to be provided, and tier of goddesses that are going to be provided as well.
That is extremely generous. Not to mention getting new Hieronebris, who's a very meta type character, especially in Last Night mode. That's incredible, honestly. And then the recommended costume selected tickets. So basically, that's along the lines, and they'll show you it too as well. But I'll just say a little brief summary of it. It's gonna give you the choice, obviously, to pick, but it's gonna recommend to any new players that obviously don't know who to go for. It's gonna show them at the very top, right? And they're gonna be like highlighted in some way. I forgot how they were, but they're gonna be like very, distinct on the screen, so that anybody that's new who doesn't know like what to do really, who like which buffers to get, which DPS units to go for, they're gonna have this system saying like this is what you should be, this is who you should go for, So it'll show you the image of it too as well. But that's what that's gonna be for.
So there are 15 that will be provided in total.
Newbies. Not only newbies, but also existing fans will be able to complete the guide pass and receive the same rewards.
Hey, see? Told ya. We're also going to be able to receive these rewards too. So clap it up for them. Clap it up.
Oh, wow. That's huge.
Wow, that's amazing. So for newbies and existing fans both. Yes.
That's
Them 15 tiers of goddesses. Looking awfully delicious there, along with Nebris here. And those selective costumes tickets as well.
right.
Through discussions with the dev team, we've decided to fully open up our storage. We're giving out everything. So you no longer need to take risks or look for accounts elsewhere just because you're missing a must-have character or costume. We've gotten a lot of feedback like that. And a lot of you are looking for accounts outside, going through the risks. So we didn't want that to happen. So we prepared things so that everyone can play safely and enjoy it. A big hand for our devs, everyone. And also, the recommended costume selection. Can you say a few words?
Here's what I was talking about, by the way.
Sure. Now we have recommended costume selection tickets. And this is going to be one of the biggest reward in the newbie pass. So we have 3 main buffers, and this newbie pass will be featuring these 3 main buffers. And as mentioned, the newbie pass will be running for a total of 32 days, and you'll get about 12 recommended costume selection tickets within the first 12 days during Guide Pass 1. Now, you can receive all of those 12 tickets. For example, if you could pick like 2 costumes and get 6 of each to max out 2 characters, or you could collect 1 of each of the different costumes. You can do actually even 1 each. Oh, wow, seriously? Then that's really unheard of. Is there... Okay, what are you left with? We're actually left with our fans. Well, I think that I've mentioned this before, but I feel the responsibility of winning Chongho. I think yeah, so this is really unheard of. There's a lot.
Okay, let's see here. Just want to see. Oh, that's so blurry. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna skip on a little bit ahead here.
We felt a bit sorry
Bit of more of the UI changes that are going to be displayed as here as well.
for you, but other than that, there are many things that we would like to provide you so that our existing guests can also enjoy the rewards. So please wait until we are prepped.
All right. System convenience.
Okay, so as mentioned, we are going to be providing you with some improvements. You can see the old event banner in the top right of the home screen, but we didn't think that it was useful, so we're ditching it. And right here, you can check your guide pass info, and you can jump straight to the missions. And you can also claim your rewards immediately.
Let's
And
go.
these characters are the ones that we have been giving out during anniversary events, but now these are going to be permanently available. So after
Let's get it. So you no longer have to wonder, are they going to be available again? Because guess what, guys? They are. And they're going to be permanently added to, if you want to wish list them now and stuff like that. They're going to be permanently added now where you can do that. So anybody that missed out on, like, for example, Bunny Morphia or Daydream Bunny from last year's 1.5, you'll now be able to unlock her. And yes, they are going to add Eclipse as well right after the update too. So you no longer have to wonder, can I ever unlock them again because I don't have them or I don't have them for my collection? Well, there you go. There's your answer right there. You even see it even says it here. Limited characters now permanently available.
After the events are over, then you'll be able to see the Stray Cat Row, Summer Holiday Dalvey, and Beach Vacay Morphia. So these are going to be added to the event tab, and anyone can jump into these event missions with no time limit. And also, you can already, if you have these costumes already, you can play them again.
Wow.
There you go. There you have it. So the event missions, they're going to be permanently unlocked too. The story packs. From what I'm gathering, that's what that means. But I already knew that they were going to do that because that was actually announced a little before. So you no longer have to wonder, like, can I also play this story pack again, right? Well, now what? Well, no, you don't have to wait. You can just do it. Okay?
Yeah, I totally understand. You might have that kind of concern that if you already own these costumes, there's really no need or it's no use to play them again. But I think that since you can actually add 5 enhancements, it will actually help you a lot.
Oh, it
But
does.
everyone, don't go anywhere. The updates aren't over yet.
Wow, that's really good to hear.
I told you already, it's a massive update. We have more coming. I think we're only halfway through, right?
Oh, really? It's to
Okay, let me fast forward.
much use. But this time in our second anniversary,
Oh yeah, so basically they're actually buffing now 23 of the costumes now. Now last year, I believe they did like 12, if I'm not mistaken, from the 1.5. I remember that too as well. I think he even says it too here,
we
right?
buffed 12 costumes that
So
weren't
12 of them. So last year, yeah, they buffed up 12 costumes for the when they announced it at 1.5, right? Now they're doing an additional 23. Guys, I'm telling you right now, and I was saying this when I was talking to myself, because yes, I do talk to myself. But when I was watching this the first time and I saw this, I was like, damn, dude. These devs honestly know when it comes to buffing up, let's just say past 5 stars that, they get power crept, obviously, right? And they actually fulfill this role. And it's not just 1 or 2, they do 23, okay? They went and did 23. And then last year they did 12. So that's an additional what? Altogether, that is what? 23 plus 12. That's 35 costumes, guys. Right? No. Yeah, 34. I mean, sorry, my math. Regardless, 34 guys buffed up. Like, come on. Like, you can't even hate that. That's incredible, honestly. And I wish like other games took after that where they would buff up, a lot of their old 5 stars, or whatever SSRs. They would do that, honestly. Like that's kind of like, in my opinion, a top priority to do, especially when you see so many characters get like power crept and stuff like that, right? And you like go all out for them and then they just get power crept and you're like, you can't even do anything with them at that point. They just kind of get benched, and that really sucks too. And so like to have devs that actually do this type of thing, it's refreshing. Okay, it really is.
seeing much use. But this time in our second anniversary, we have 23 costumes that are getting buffs, and we will keep an eye out for any other costumes that aren't being used as much. And next, we have added some voiceovers for our new companions.
Let's get it, guys. VAs for the interaction scenes.
Yeah, we have Nevres, Morphia, Lauren, and Therese, and these are the 4 characters where the voiceovers are going to be added both in Korean and Japanese. There will be also interaction voices to be added, but we have only added the Korean voices for interactions.
Do you hear that, guys? VAs for the interaction scenes. Peak. Yes, beyond peak. Mount Everest can't even contain it. So, yes, very, very much looking forward to that. Now, like they said, it's only Korean as of right now, but later on they are going to be doing the JPVAs then. So just be patient with them because believe me, patience with this game is really much worth it, okay? Oh, yeah, and they also added a VA to the title screen. So when you open it up, it's, I don't know, some sexy female goes, brown dust too.
Oh,
let's hear it again, right? Let's hear it again.
Oh, actions.
It sounded like Eclipse. Oh my goodness. You know, opening up this game and hearing Eclipse talk to me like that, saying brown dust too. Oh. I love it.
Oh. So I think that you've heard a bit, but this is the title call, and we have added that to our main home screen. And once you touch it and once the home screen enables, then you will be able to hear the voices. So we have these 4 characters as mentioned, and there will be added voiceovers, and there is going to be Korean and Japanese. However, male characters, they don't have any added voiceovers.
No, it was funny with this one because like when they said there were going to be no male VAs, the people in the chat for YouTube, now I'm not going to show it though, but I was reading it when I was first watching this, right? When I woke up and everything. They were saying like good, you know, it's good that there's no male VAs and stuff like that. Look, I don't mind having the male VAs say things in the game or being a little bit part or having even a new costume. Like, I don't mind that, honestly. Yes, I'm always going to be for, you know, female waifus because who isn't? Like, let's be honest with that. But, like, I don't want to say that, you know, to neglect also the male, you know, costumes as well because I really feel like in some ways they should, you know, release at least 1 or 2, you know what I mean? Just to keep it, you know, a little bit more versatile, right? Because since you do have male characters in the game to start with, I think that's only fair. Because had it just been like just females, then I would have been like, yeah, just leave it with females, like, you know, like how like with Honkai Impact Third does, you know, they don't have any male Valkyries in that game. Everyone is a female, and that's how it started off with. That's how it's gonna end with too. But that's what I mean, like, but yeah, I'm very excited though, nonetheless. But I just wanted to say that though.
It doesn't? Yeah, it seems that, yeah, you feel a bit unfortunate. Yeah, I did actually laugh.
How about Jaden? You can use Jaden, right?
Yeah,
So imagine Jaden greeting you at the brown dust too, right? What would he say? Brown dust too. I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm being silly.
think that was more than enough. Okay.
Okay, we're happy with that. But a title call voice on the main screen, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is definitely.
Oh my gosh, I just noticed this. My ADHD moment here. But look at the pineapple. I just realized, dude, I want this mug. Can I have this mug? Can I buy it? Please?
Awesome. And you can also use me as well. I'm open. You can also ask me for the title call.
Oh wow, that's a lot of personal interest right there.
Look at that. Even the commentators want in on this action. She wants to open up too. Not in that way. You know what I mean.
We have more updates coming, right, Junie?
Yes. So I'm going to be trying to fasten it up. So, okay, now as you know, Brown Dust 2's biggest strength is character interaction. Before, it was a bit of a hassle because you had to set up the interaction on the home screen. But now we have a special production interaction for the first time, and a dedicated button will pop up right on the home screen. So this means that you can jump straight into the character's interaction. And we are going to be maintaining the home screen for interaction. However, there's going to be some additional features. So after you go into the screen for interaction, you can actually switch to a different character.
Oh, sorry, I just went to the restroom. I'm sorry.
It's like the most random thing this commentator said today. I'm sorry. I just thought that was hilarious.
Oh, that's too much information.
Well, when it comes to interactions, it's such a core feature
They actually played that off.
in addition to our cutscenes, so I always bet it had to be added. And now it's finally here, so I'm so happy for it. Next, please.
It's really nice too. Nice
Yeah, can
UI
you all see
system.
the screen? So these are some of the rewards that we have improved. So we have adjusted the gear.
Oh, achievement adjustments. Let's go. This was another thing I was saying too in my streams with Brown Dust 2. So, yes, I wanted there to be more achievement tiers. So, I'm curious to know if that's actually what they did with it. You know, if they added more tiers to it. So, it goes up to, I believe, 49 or 50. It goes one of those two. And then it just stops there. So, I was saying, like, you know, they should add an additional, like, 50 or even 25 levels, whichever one. I just wanted them to add more levels to those tiers, you know, for achievement, because I always love to do achievement hunting in games. So that's what I wanted to have added as well here. Increase refining powder acquisition. Yeah, refining powder, in my opinion. No, it wasn't refining powder. It was refining crystal. Sorry about that. Wrong one. Apologies.
And also in Gloopy Diners, we have improved them 3 times more. And I think that the refining powder is what you guys are all hyped up for. So we have like weekly missions as well. So there's going to be 5 times more of rewards for the refining powder as well.
Let's go. But like, they should have did the refining crystal, in my opinion. That I find a lot tougher to acquire. Now I know you can like dismantle like UR gear if it's like lower tier and stuff, and also SR gear. But I think acquiring also refining crystal would have been a nice thing too. But you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I mean, we're getting so much in this update, right? And in the future, I can't even complain about anything. Okay, I can't, man. It's impossible. I would have to like, you know, punch myself in the face to wake myself up then. But like, yeah, for real, there's nothing to complain about this new update. Like, overall, it is phenomenal.
And we also have gears and also like alchemy growth. So we can also increase.
Okay, so basically they go on a little bit
Jade-
more about it. Okay, so this was actually a very interesting feature too that they're going to be adding now. I was a little confused at first as to what they said, but I feel like I understand a little bit more now that I rewatched it a couple times. So just hear what he has to say first, and I'll do my best to explain what he means by this, okay? But here we go. Let's see, go back a little bit. Okay, right here.
Planned for July. First off, Fiend Hunter, right?
Yes, right. I know that a lot of our Fiend Hunter fans will really love the updates. You know that with the original Fiend Hunter, even if you had high combat power, you had to clear each level one by one, starting from level 1 every season. And with this update, this will be fixed. You won't have to clear all the low-level sections individually. You can select your desired level and clear it, and it'll count as if you've cleared all the levels below it.
Let's get it. So basically, it's like a quick battle system. Just battle the highest one possible that you want to go for. You know what I mean? Because you know you can pass the other ones, and you'll unlock all the rewards previously gained, or you would have gained by doing it from like level 1 throughout whichever level that you're going for, the highest one that you want to go for. That's basically what this is talking about, okay?
Now letting you grab all those rewards at once, and you can just freely select up to level 10. And also, we're adding a feature where even if you fail to clear a selected level, the game will count lower levels as cleared based on the damage you dealt to the fiend in the battle.
So that's actually really nice. So like you don't have to fully just kill the fiend hunter, right? You can just simply deal a certain. It sounds like you have to deal a certain amount of damage, and you'll actually collect the rewards for them. That's like this is what I was trying to understand what they were saying about this, but we'll hear it again just in case you guys want to hear it one more time.
Select up to level 10. And also, we're adding a feature where even if you fail to clear a selected level, the game will count lower levels as cleared based on the damage you dealt to the fiend in the battle.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so to add more, I think that you'll be able to understand why we look at this the screen. So let's say that if a level 10 fiend has 100 HP and a
Whoops, sorry about that.
level 9 fiend has 80 HP, then you can challenge the level 10 fiend and deal 90 damage. It will count as if you're cleared up to the level 9 fiend. The level 10 fiend will then be treated as having 10 HP remaining.
That makes sense. I'm not sure if she did a good job at translating it, but okay, so I'll do the best I can with understanding too what this still means. So you go up against the level 10 boss, right? And let's say it has 100 HP as they were saying. And I guess what the previous boss had like 90 HP. You go ahead and you fight the level 10, and you're gonna do the same amount of damage, I guess, as what you would do with the level 9. I think that's what it was trying to say. I don't know, it sounds kind of odd, but most likely I'm probably getting it wrong still. But if you want to like honestly correct me, and please do, explain it in the comments section down below. So like I'm still trying to understand what they mean by this. But regardless from what it does sound like, it's making it easier for players to pass, like if they can't get past a certain point in, like, you know, in the fiend hunters, because that was always a thing with a lot of players, including myself too, because I still find trouble here and there, you know, passing like certain higher levels that I want to pass, right, to get the titles that you can equip on your info, your bio, whatever you want to call it. But yeah,
100 HP and a level the screen. So let's say that if a level 10 fiend has 100 HP and a level 9 fiend has 80 HP, then you can challenge the level 10 fiend and deal 90 damage. It will count as if you're cleared up to the level 9 fiend. The level 10 fiend will then be treated as having 10 HP remaining.
that makes sense. I have to.
Wow.
Honestly, I'm somebody that has to. Like, if I don't understand something, I have to legit just see it with my own eyes as to what they mean by it. So I might have to actually just wait and like test this out myself for the next update, right? So like I said, if you want to explain it to me in the comments down below, feel free to. I'm very like, you know, I would really appreciate it too as well. But yeah, I would have to legit see what they mean by it by actually fighting a fiend hunter with this new, you know, mechanic now in the game, okay?
So we just so Jaden actually pointed that out. So we wanted to give you more and more, and we put into a lot of thought, and this is all thanks to Jaden.
Okay, so thank Jaden for that.
Even better, lively vibe.
Okay, so in quick summary, they're adding new additional things to the Gloopy Diner, so now it's not just about collecting, you know, the materials that you would either use to level up the Gloopy Diner and the gold and the refining powder. You can now collect those special tokens that you can use in the to buy furniture and stuff with too. This is actually where you're going to be getting it. It's a daily thing though, so you get like up to 20 of them, it looks like, unless they change it, because like I said, you know, this is also in development, but most likely this is how it's going to stick. So this is where you would collect this additional currency. So where you don't have to use your gold to buy like, you know, a $4 million twin bed in the furniture shop. You know what I mean? So also what they're going to be doing with this too is they're going to be adding a feature now where it actually um, reflects what time of the day it is for you in real time. So basically, if it's like 9 o'clock over here, for example, the Gloopy Diner will enter this setting where it's nighttime, and it'll also change the BGM for it as well. So it'll change it up as well. So very nice that they're doing this too, and also they are going to be having all of the like customers and even the characters that you have in the Gloopy Diner just talking, having conversations. I was like somebody that also mentioned this too when I was streaming it. Like a lot of the things that they tackle, mind you, in this update are things that I talked about in my streams over on Twitch, or like how I felt for the longest time that needed to be added to make it more, you know, immersive. Like I'm actually in a diner area where I'm like seeing conversations being struck up here and there about different things, interactions. You'll see some examples too, but that's more or less what this is going to discuss. But I'll just show you some examples though, however.
Now, if my room expansion we talked about earlier, max
so right here, for example, I'll show you.
Use for decoration.
So you see all of them have like they have like these different expressions. So these guys are, I guess, all thinking about getting drunk. She's thinking about, I don't know, casting a spell. This witch here. This dude is thinking about getting drunk. This guy or these ladies over here, I don't know. Maybe they don't want to eat the food. I don't know. These look like they're about to go at it here. You see what I'm trying to say? You see the police officer there too, so trying to break it up. That's what I mean. And then you also see this dude confessing to one of the waitresses. She ain't having it though. This dude's all confused. Maybe he put something in the food that she didn't like. I don't know. It looks like she's seeing something here. This dude is scared of fire. And then you have them arguing. So like that's what I mean. It's like they're adding these fun little interaction scenes. So much like the best way I can describe this little scenario is like in The Sims. You know how in The Sims, if anybody's ever played The Sims, okay, I'm sure everybody has, right? They always have like these emotes, expressions, you know, to basically show how they're feeling and interacting with each other and stuff like that. So this is basically what it's gonna happen, okay? And I'll skip ahead now because like that's more or less what this is all about, and I'm really happy that they're doing this too. So yeah, very, very much looking forward to it. And this is the weather. Like I said, they're going to be doing it in real life time. So when it's an afternoon, you'll see this like, you know, sunset sort of situation where the sun's going down, you know. And then when it's nighttime, you'll see it switch to a night theme.
It is morning or night, so you'll be able to enjoy the vibe yourselves.
So there you go. And like I said, they are also going to be changing the BGM too. So I know they didn't say it there, but trust me, that's what they said too. Because remember, I watched this earlier, and a lot of these things I do remember because it was recent. But yeah, so very much looking forward to it, right?
And last but not least, we have a UI hide feature. This is a button that you can use. It's on the left side of the screen.
Oh my god, the more I
Just take a screenshot of your diner moments here. So very nice, very, very nice.
see, it really feels like a full-on restaurant management sim game.
It does.
Actually, so these feedback are going to be
Finally,
and they're asking, when is this going to get over? I are too last.
Okay, so we're heading pretty near to the end of this video as well. So we're gonna hop then into the combat UI really quick. So yeah, like I said, a lot of quality of life has been updated.
Getting an upgrade. Now, I just wanted. No, we're very happy to
oh
hear.
no, we're so happy to hear it.
Okay.
Please.
Okay, finally, the combat UI is getting an upgrade. Now, I just wanted to give you a heads up. The character thumbnails will now show the knockback direction indicators, and you'll be able to check skill info right from the swap screen. And many of you asked for this, I know, and we're just now getting into it. So, our apologies for the wait.
No problem, no problem.
Yes, next is one of the characteristics of Brown Does Too. Now, you know that we are also going to be adding the character filter feature. I know that a lot of you find it very difficult to find, but I know that there were a lot of requests for this character costume, and they wanted to see it right from the screen. So we are going to be adding this feature as well. As you can see from the screen, you can see that there are red boxes. So for one character, there's going to be an unfold of many different costumes that the character can wear.
So basically, when you go here, you know how normally, like, if you had a character on your main screen, right, or in your group, and you saw them like in a different sort of costume. So let's say, for example, we'll use the bunny girls, right? Let's say if you wanted all of them to wear their bunny girl outfits while you were running around the map with them, right? Now you could just simply go into the screen, and instead of clicking them individually to change them up individually, because that's what you had to do to change their look on the outside when you, like, played with them in the open world, or the map area with them running around to maintain that look. You can just do it now from the team screen, or whatever you want to call it, the character screen, I should say. Sorry about that, and just select them now like this. You see?
Next. Next is the character filter feature. So as you can see from this screen, there are filters added, and if you look into the feature, there are other screens that you can see. There are filter features that are added so that you can zoom in, and the filter information can be shown on this page and the other pages as well, and it's going to maintain. So it's not going to be that difficult. No conveniences. There's going to be a seamless switch.
드디어.
Finally. Oh, sorry for that. Now, finally, we've added this feature. Sorry for the wait. Now, there's also going to be a name shown on the thumbnails. This is going to be added newly. And also, there are going to be some new searches as well. Next.
So basically, from what I gather with this, it looks pretty simple enough, or straightforward, I should say. So in the search box, you would just type in whichever character's name. You hit enter on your keyboard or on your phone, whatever that is, the search button, and boom, they pop up. And then you can just select them that way, okay? Very simple.
Next. Okay, now this is a gear filter. We have actually categorized them into smaller bits so that you can find the gears more easily.
There you go.
And next is the enhancement grades. Ah.
You had to translate that.
So, talking about convenience, I'm really sorry about the late up.
Look at all these 4 tiers. Yo, can I have some of these? Can I have some of these 4-tier gears?
Updates. It's not about the quality of the skills, it's actually about how long we had to make you wait. We really know that you love our game and you really wished for it for a very long time. I'm really sorry for making you wait. And I know that you already know what kind of updates there are, but since there are some newbies, you might be wondering how we're going to be leveling up. And I do understand. So everybody will be applied with the same standard. There are going to be scores, and this is going to be added newly to the update. Okay. Okay, so to look at the gear options, you had to click one by one, but now you can see it as a whole on the screen. And this is the ratio for a mobile device, but from the PC version, you can see it in a better quality. Yeah, we can actually see it much better. There's higher visibility, right?
Yeah, so much easier on your eye.
Yeah, I really feel the eagerness of how much Chuni would like to introduce the new features. Yeah, so I'm going to be keep on going. So this is Gloopy Dinner Messenger update. So I know that you had to really screenshot the updates and you had to share it with your friends. So what we did was we added this new messenger, and there could be some fade characters that you haven't been able to add. So there were a lot of questions around that, and the characters are actually going to be shown up to your friends list or candidate friend list. So there are going to be new updates on the fade character list. So this is one of the updates.
Oh my gosh, people went absolutely crazy over this next one. It was insane. I was still wondering, like, why did everybody go crazy over this? It was a very simple way of leveling up the character. So basically, it's just a one and done thing. You see how on the top here, not to mention, look at the quality on this. Doesn't this look like higher quality or better quality of the UI system? I don't know if that's just me, but everything looks so much more vibrant. I don't know, it just does. But anyway, this is just showing you a one and done thing. Shows you how much you need of everything. You just go all in, and then boom, you're done. And then everybody went absolutely just arms up, just much like how they saw the skill cutscenes.
Wow.
You see,
Look at
you heard them
that.
all. So excited over it.
Yeah, I know. So it's really, it doesn't really make sense. It's nonsense getting all this cheer from you with this basic, standardized level update. But I know that it was a hassle, and there were some cases where I just left the characters in their basic level. But if there's a slime that helps you to enhance to the final level, then that's where to go. So this is one of the major updates.
So there you go. Okay, so we're gonna be heading into like okay, so this was something that I noticed as well. This is basically just I'll just explain it really quick. This is just showing you basically from launch day all the way up until now, the amount of players. So from launch day they were like way up there, right? And then they dropped down. They came back up here, and you see the years too, right? This is like, you know, over the years basically. So you had like June 23rd. You had what's it called? They got November 20 not 23rd, 2003. I mean, oh my gosh, 2023. My goodness. So June of 2023, and then obviously you see November 2023, and the list goes on. And then as it steadily rose, so we went here in June of 2024. It started to rise back up. So this was basically like the release of the previous, I would say, summer event outfits and everything. So basically, this was around, I believe, like Mikaela. Yeah, when Summer Mikaela, Summer Eclipse, Summer Morphia, then when Terese's Limited was unlocked or was debuted, this is when it rose, and then it rose up steadily, as we clearly see here. It took a little bit of a nosedive here, which I was kind of shocked about, I'm not going to lie. And then Goblin Slayer was actually what made it, you know, obviously we got a lot of the new fans or new players that join in with the Goblin Slayer collaboration event. And then now here we are. Here we are. And we're going to be keeping watching this go right up. I mean, trust me, this is actually going to do very well for itself, considering a lot of what the devs have done for the player base and how they actually fixed these issues. And I always said that they were always fast with tackling issues. They were. But you got to also understand, too, that they are busy, okay? They are busy with other things, but they do always get to, you know, the issues and fixes that a lot of us want to have done. So that's what I mean. You got to be patient with them, but they are very fast on it, okay? Believe me, they are, okay? And you clearly see this, okay? You clearly see this. But this is what it's basically just showing you about, right? And then also it's showing you they're going to be having where they're going to be traveling all around these areas. So basically, you know, it's called a comic market where not a comic market, they're gonna be doing, you know, offline or you know offline events. My goodness, I can't think right now. I'm sorry. But yeah, so offline events, this is where they're all gonna be at. So if you're in these areas, Okay, if you're in these areas, then you're lucky, you lucky bastards. Because I'm not in any of them. I'm not in any one of these areas. So I'm so jealous of you guys. I'm extremely jealous that you guys are going to be around here. And I won't be. I would have to drive or take a plane to a lot of these areas. My goodness, you guys are lucky. So basically, this is what it is. Okay. So here you go. And they're also hitting, what's it called?
Forward to it.
More areas over here too now. Like I said, I think the nearest area, actually the closest to me would be like Toronto. I mean, yeah, Toronto and New York, but like I would have to fly there. But you know what I mean. There you go, though. So lucky you guys, lucky you guys. Oh yeah, so these are the figurines that they're going to be showing. I'll just show you really quick. So anybody that pre-ordered a lot of these, guys, you are going to get them very, very soon. And it's not just Shada either. They also have Morphia, Nebris, or I'll say Office Nebris, Bunny Morphia, Bunny Eclipse, Bunny Lowen, Luvencia's, what was it called? Not her business one. It was the other one. It was the one where she was a, my goodness, I can't think of the name. Wild Dog Luvencia. You're going to be getting Wild Dog Luvencia's figurine, as well as the Summer Terese, and then you're also going to be getting, I believe it was Summer, it was another Summer one if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, so Apex Toys, they're going to be obviously talking during this. This is the marketing director here. So he's just showcasing Shada's, and boy does she look incredible. And I love the way that they did the video too, right here. Look at this. That's how you promote something, my friends. That is how you promote something right there. Beautiful. And see the amount of detail too as well. They use like what was it? I think they said pearl paint for a lot of, because obviously she's in like a latex suit. Beautiful though. See the shine on it? They did a phenomenal job. The feature for her face, the facial feature for her cutscene, they nailed it. They nailed it too. Very close to detail with this. Not just her assets, okay? Apex Toys and Brown Desk 2. And they are also working with other companies, I believe they said too, as well, with like the figurines. So expect a lot of them to also be released a lot sooner now. So anybody that starts ordering figurines now, you're going to be happy, okay? Very, very happy. And yeah, so here are the other ones. Also, yes, so Summer Terese, like I said, she is going to be getting a figurine as well. And they also going to be doing Daydream Bunny here, or Daydream Morphia right here as well. My goodness, she's so beautiful too as well. And then also, yes, it is going to be, where is she? Oh yeah, so these are the ones I was talking about. So Office Nebris, Bunny Eclipse, or Nightmare Bunny Eclipse, then you got Bunny Lowen, and then Wild Dog Luvencia. They're going to be in the future. But they're also having Sacred Eustia. I'm trying to find her as well, and she looks so incredible. And it was very interesting too to hear who was behind it. It was like one of the artists from Liza P. Because if you don't know about this, Liza P was actually by the same developers as NeoWiz. So here she is.
Let's move on.
Oh.
Beautiful.
We're also planning a new figure with AnyPems here in Korea. A new figure of Divine Eustia. The artist in charge also worked on Lies of P figures from another NeoWiz title, so we are very excited about this one as well.
I know that the subtitles aren't matching up with what's being said, so the artist from the Lies of P, which is, you know, the other Souls-like game, also, like I said, developed by NeoWiz, so there you go. Beautiful figurine off the bat from what I'm seeing here with the 3D modeling here. Beautiful. I wonder how much it's going to be. But yeah, so absolutely divine. So if you want to add it to your collection, stay tuned for more news on this. So like, yeah.
Going to be great
beautiful
quality.
Along with the other figurines.
Lastly, although this is in...
So here you guys go. A little bit of a closer look here. Beautiful, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, as for the last thing that's going to wrap up this video, you're going to be seeing the scheduling here. So, in a nutshell, what's going to happen with this is the lineup. Wilhelmina, she is going to be appearing first in the banner. Then you're going to get Rafithia. Then you're going to get Zenith. But you are also going to be getting Summer Justia is going to be showing back up here, along with Wilhelmina. And then Summer Tereses, who I'm going to be going for because I want a +5er, is a must in my opinion, because if you want to enhance those nuke attacks with those one-shots, anything less than a 5-chain or 5-chain or less, you want to have Summer Terese. She is a must, okay? She's a must. And she's going to be rerunning not just in June, but also you do see her down the line too. So they are also going to be rerunning her in August. So this is something that I saw here. And also they are rerunning the limited Summer Shada from 2 years ago. So if you want to have her in your collection, she is going to be available in August as well. Now, they didn't expand the calendar because they said that they didn't want to give too much away, but obviously we see them here, so we're going to expect to see them. And very excited for that, by the way, because I actually wanted to +5 my Summer Shada because I never was able to do it. I actually was never able to +5 Teresa. I have her unlocked. I just never +5'd her. I have her at +0 at the moment. I know, sad, right? But that's about to change. That's about to change. But we also have the reruns of the lovely and sexy Summer Eclipse, along with Sacred Justia. Yes, Sacred Justia. She is going to be getting a rerun, too, it looks like. As well as the lovely and sexy Grunhilder. And, oh my gosh, sorry about that. And the lovely and sexy Mikhaila, Summer one, Angelica as well. So we are going to be getting a lot of them. And I'm very, very excited. Very excited. So this is basically what it's saying. I'm sorry. I'm gooning out a little bit. But here we go. And then they're also going to be talking about the new pickup system here. So I'll let them talk and do their thing while you guys listen to it, because this goes back to the selected draw tickets as well. They're going to be showing you the banner for that, because instead of 6 now, how it normally was before with the ordinary one, you're going to be having an additional like 6. So it's like a 12 like pick on your wish list. I know, right, guys? It's like, damn. Here is the lineup again too. This is actually on their official site as well. So if you want to go look at it, this is where it's going to be at. And that's basically in a nutshell what was going down. So here we go.
Added. We talked about 12 pick, right? So just like the name says, you choose one costume you want, and the draw rate for that specific costume goes way up.
Sorry, I'm drinking water.
In other words, the system lets you laser focus on your top pick. With the second anniversary update, the brand new selective draw tickets are being introduced. The selective draw tickets on our wheel are these selective draw tickets. So you can either use your existing draw tickets or the new selective draw tickets. So you can be strategic. So, and we are also adding 200 pool pity system, which wasn't available in the original 6-pick draws. So this 1-pick selective draw starts on June 19th and runs for about 100 days. You'll be able to change your selective costumes up to 10 times. So even if you change your mind halfway, it's totally fine. And also, we'll be giving out plenty of selective draw tickets during the second anniversary event. So make sure to participate in the events and you will rack up a good amount.
Yeah, guys, 1,000 draws, that's a lot. I don't know any other gacha game that has done something like that. 1,000 draws plus more rewards on top of that is like, yo.
So for reference, the 100 pool pity system follows the same format as existing pickups. And the best part is that this 1-pick selective draw will return regularly, even half anniversary. So it will include every pickup costume released up to that point, so the pool will always be up to date.
Let's get it.
So for June 19th, Wilhelmina that's released on June 19th is not included, but everything up to June 18th will be included. For example.
So yeah, this is what I was saying. So this is what replaced the ordinary recruitment. So they are adding an additional like 6. So like I said, you're gonna be getting 12 now total that you can like wishlist for and stuff now. So I think that's incredible. Not to mention they are adding now a new type of ticket to this. So if you don't want to use your like the normal draw tickets that you normally use for pulls, there's another way now of doing it, and he'll explain a little bit better on this.
All right, let's talk about improvement to the existing selective draw system. Now we've had the 6-pick selective draw where you could only choose up to 6 costumes, but now it's been upgraded to 12-pick selective draw. Previously, when you pulled a 5-star costume, you had 50-50 chance, either one of your 6 picks or a random one from your entire costume pool. With the new 12-pick version, you can now select up to 12 costumes you want, and if a 5-star drops, you are guaranteed to get one from your picks. If you have more than 6 costumes you're aiming for, this version will definitely feel way more satisfying.
Damn straight.
Just like the 1-pick draw, you'll be able to use the new selective draw tickets and your existing draw tickets as well.
So 2 ways of doing it.
One important note is that the 100 pool pity reward is the same as before. It gives you a random 5-star costume from the entire pool, not just from your selective 12 draws.
Yeah, I think that there's going to be more satisfaction from our fans. And because we have a new pool system and there are a lot of events, is there any other updates?
Okay, so this next one in a brief nutshell, epic. Okay, so this is basically saying for any new players, they're going to be offering this mega sale package for new players to catch up on. But here's the other thing though. Here's the other thing, because guess what? Guess what? Current players and veterans can actually purchase the same thing, and guess how much it is? I kid you not. It was like fucking blew my mind. I'm sorry for my language, but it was like I had to like keep rewinding in order to like, did I hear this correctly? Guys, it's going to be $4.29. I kid you not. It's like, I thought at first it was going to be super expensive, or how normally you see a lot of these packages are. They're normally like above $30, $35, then go up. $4.29 for all of this. And they'll explain it too. It's incredible.
All right. Brand new products that we prepared. It's called the Mega Sale Countdown Starter Package. This package will be available for purchase within 3 days of creating a new account. And it's designed to specifically support new players who often struggle to build a proper deck at the beginning. That's why some of the players were even turning to external accounts just to get a head start. To solve that problem, we put together this value-packed bundle. What's included is 5 tickets for 5-star costumes, 100 selective draw tickets, Holy Stone support box, max level resource box, and gear sets, and more. But since they're beginners, price is going to be important, right? To make sure that we retain them.
So how much?
It's $4 only.
Wow, right? Am I right? It's less than a $5 footlong at Subway. And I don't even eat at Subway. I just use it as a reference. But like, look at that. $4.29, guys. Come on. You can't beat that. Honestly, come on.
$4, everyone.
What?
So it's 5,501 in Korean won. Yes, $4.29. It's going to create a good synergy with the 12 selective draw from the newbie package. Mega Sale Countdown Starter Package It's going to help you get a kickstart, get a head start with a regular account. However, this is not just for newbies. This is for existing fans as well.
Let's go. See?
The $4.29 package can be used by existing fans. After the update, when you update the game, after your first login, within 3 days you can purchase it. So buffers that you need will be included here, like fan hunters. I hope that this helps with your gameplay.
And yes, I'm gonna buy it because I want to support the devs. And like I said, you can't beat that price. I mean, compared to a lot of other like prices I've seen, with other gacha games, this is just like, whoa,
I wanted to reward existing fans with their dedication and commitment to the game, and also I wanted to excite our new players. Hopefully you will enjoy it.
Damn straight. And I know that they do have more expensive packages, but that's if you want to go for those other ones, obviously. But the starter one, and also for current players to be able to also participate in that for something that's less than like $5 is phenomenal. Okay, I'm just saying, it's honestly, it is phenomenal when you think about it. It really is. Like I said, you're getting the same reward. You're getting a shit ton of things, guys. That's a lot of like rewards. Now, mind you, this is for people that start off in the game, makes it a little bit easier for them to catch up. But current players like myself, as well as veterans like myself, can also participate in this, and that's really, really nice. And like earlier today, we were also able to participate in something that only, newer players could go for as well. I don't know, I forgot what it was, but if you go back in my video and you look at what I was talking about, because it was really early on in the stream too. And so they're basically including a lot, not just the newer players, but they're also including the current players and the veterans of the game too. You know what I mean? They're including everybody, okay? Everybody in the community, with a lot of these, starter packages and ways of leveling up. And that's incredible. Okay, so now we're going to head over to this. So this was actually very interesting. I got to say, this is some sort of like credit system. So they're going to explain it to you guys. In a nutshell, it's basically how it is. What they explain is just what it's no.
Sure.
There's not another way of me explaining it. I'll just let them do it.
It starts on June 19th. If you purchase items on web shop, 10% of the purchase amount will be credited as mileage points.
Incredible, right? So anything you buy here, whatever it is, you can use those as mileage points. So like for another package as well, you can get in the game. They even say it too. They give you an example. So basically, then I'll just say the example they use. So if there was like a package for like $100, you can get it for like $1. That's basically what it is. The amount like you save up, right?
However, since this is our first time running, to prevent abuse, the mileage points will be applied 2 weeks after it starts. So for example, in Korea, if you have enough mileage, if you can purchase something like $100 and just pay $1 if you have enough mileage. And also
so basically, like I said, because there are packages here that are like really expensive that you can go for in the game, so you can just get it for $1 if you save up enough of these, mileage points from the, You know what I'm saying? It's like that's really nice. I'm actually gonna try this system out, and I remember I saw somebody in the comments section, not comments, the live chat. They were saying the whales are definitely gonna be like enjoying this system, and it's true. They are. They're gonna be enjoying it.
we have discount coupons exclusively for web shop, which applies instantly to eligible items. So mileage can be added with discount coupons.
10%, by the way.
So we prepared a 10% discount coupon to celebrate the launch of the web shop. So please add it and use it for your purchase.
Wow, give them a hint. Can't believe that there is a 10% discount coupon. And on top of that, you know that whenever we actually ask for other items, we can't really get a coupon and then get a mileage point added. But this time, I think that the devs were really generous. There's a 10% discount coupon and mileage that we can actually add. So do we have one more update left?
That's really nice, by the way. Like I said, incredible type of system now for like spending your money. You know, you can actually unlock something way more expensive later down the line that you paid for, like over time. You know what I'm trying to say? So very impressive to see that. You know, no other gacha game has done that, guys. Okay, keep that in mind. No other gacha game has done something like that. Okay.
Yes, we do have one more.
Okay, so this is going to be the last section of the video that I'm doing here. So this is about the prestige skin. So in a nutshell, from what I've seen of it, and I'll explain a little bit about it because they're going to say the exact same thing I said. So if you went on their official page, it was the Pool Ustia. So anybody that has Pool Ustia unlocked, and you can easily unlock her too in the current Summer Night rerun story that they're doing right now. All you got to do is complete the story and you unlock it, and you unlock her. But so it is basically, it sounds exactly what it sounds like. It is a prestige skin. So basically, it is not a costume of any sort. It is a special skin or outfit that you put over your Pool Ustia, and you equip it with her. So it's basically a cosmetic in itself, not like the regular costumes that you normally would get that, you know, are also a cosmetic but also a battle suit at the same time. This is just a plain cosmetic. And how it works is you have to, unfortunately, this is actually why a lot of people got upset over this at the very end, was because you have to actually buy this. You can't earn it. Because I thought that this would have been a way, there would have been a way of you earning this, but apparently there isn't. Like I said that in my last video, I was like wondering if this was going to be something that you could unlock in the event that they were doing for her, but you can't do it now. Sadly, this is confirmed now. So it is around $50. Yes, you did not hear that wrong. It's around $50. But before you say anything or go crazy or pick up your torches and pitchforks, let me tell you this right now, okay? Now, you do get an interactive scene along with it, and believe me, it is very spicy with Yustia's. And I was very surprised that they went down that route with her. I'm not going to lie about it. It's not that I hate it. It's not that I don't, like, I don't hate it. Honestly, I love it a lot. It shows another cuter side of her, you know, in a way that you won't even see her in the main story, like, act like, you know what I mean? But the point I'm trying to make is, considering how many rewards that we're getting in this anniversary and for the future, you know, this, like, the $50, now, I'm not trying to defend the price, okay? I'm not trying to defend it. Don't think I am, because I think that it could be a little less. At most, I would say it would be $30, and that's it, because it has an additional interactive scene that's very well done and high quality. So that's why I would say it would be for $30, and not to mention you have special effects when you run and stuff like that. But I don't think it should be $50 though. I think it should be $30. That's what I'm going to say first, okay? However, going back to what I was initially saying, so you're getting all these additional rewards unlocked in this summer anniversary events throughout the months here, right? And in the future, not to mention too. So you got to understand that you can't just think about this in a negative way, even though it might sound like it. And I know it kind of bums me out too, I'm not going to lie. But just think about it, because the devs have done so much for us right now that you have clearly seen. And if you're still with me here in this video, you know that they have brought us a lot of content and fixes, updates that a lot of other gacha games that I have not seen do. Honestly, I haven't. I play like 4 other ones. Now, they do tackle some things, but they don't tackle them fast enough, right? And I know, like, and I don't want to bring any other gacha games up in this conversation, but, like, I haven't really seen them tackle, like, Hoyoverse games, Star Rail, even Nikkei. And Nikkei is a game I do love, but, like, They still haven't even worked on a lot. And I know there was that big thing with the quality of life thing. And you know what I mean? It's like Brown Dust 2 actually tackles a lot of this stuff faster, and they deliver it then and there, you know what I mean? And that's why I say, even though this is like a $50 skin, now it's not something you have to have for her in order to gain power of any sort. It's more just a cosmetic, like I said. But it is a special type of, situation with like, because it's an anniversary, right? And not to mention, we're going to be getting that story of like Olivia. And this is like, you know what I mean? And then you're going to have Sacred Ustia, right? And that story with her. But I'm just saying, like, think of it in a positive way, like where you're getting all these other rewards. Not to mention, you're getting 1,000 draws, guys, over the next 100 days. Like, come on, like, what other gacha game has done that? Like, be honest with yourselves. Like, let's be honest. Like, you don't see this type of like reward system. I have never seen this type of reward system for any of the games I played, right? Or I've heard about. So that's why I say, don't get worked up. Don't start doubting the devs because of that. They said they are also going to be doing one other in August, but then that's it. After that, they're not doing any more. Now, I know like for the next year they might do it again, but as of right now, it's only going to be 2, and that's it. That's all they're doing, okay? And like I said, they're already giving us a lot of rewards, and $50 in comparison to a lot of what everything that they're giving us price-wise would be technically, especially those 1,000 draws. That's a lot. That's a lot. And they're giving us a lot in return for free. For free, guys. Okay? So, I don't want nobody thinking poorly about this. Even though I know it sucks, yes, that it's 50. I feel it could be down to $30, just because they have an interaction scene, which I'll show you guys it. But yeah, just keep in mind, don't go too crazy, okay? I just want to because I really do respect these devs a lot too as well as a lot of other the community base, because they do incredible work for us. Okay, that's all I wanted to say about it though. Here, I'll show you the interaction scene, since basically that's the system that they're going to be describing. And this is basically, you have to get like the tickets and purchasable, basically. That's basically what it is. And I'm just going to show you her, and then I'll wrap up the video. So this is actually going to be her scene. Well, not the interaction scene.
So we're just going to move on.
All right, then let's look at it. This is the cooking motion. When you're running,
So you see the ice creams?
it's a special effect.
오.
The ice creams are
Okay, so here she is.
Yeah.
Pool Ustia. Like I said, this is not a costume. This is a cosmetic outfit, okay? For Pool Ustia.
Yeah, the skill cut is a bit simpler than expected. The skill cut.
just a girl. If it's coming from Ustia, I'll get
So she is beautiful, as we see clearly. She is very beautiful. And I'm just going to skip now to the interaction scene, which is this. So yes, this is actually where a lot of this made up for it, in the end of it all. Like, I love her design nonetheless, but like this just added icing on the cake for me and for a lot of other players.
Initialize.
There are 2 stages, as you can see. Level 1, you can pet her head. Oh, so cute.
See, it's a really
You
cute
touch her.
interaction.
You can pull her skin, you can pull her ear, you can touch her breasts.
어.
Then she splashes water to you, and I can even splash water to her.
Oh wow, this kind of
Wow.
interaction is so new.
And there's a ball. You can even ball bounce with Ustia. Let's do it a little later, but do you see the ice cream? You can even feed her ice cream.
It's so adorable, right? You get the feeder too. And you also get to, you know what? I'll let you guys see it.
Oh my god.
Why not to me?
Ustia doesn't do it for me. And also, Pepero, you can give her Pepero.
Oh wow, you can feed her, and she eats. She eats the
It's so cute, right? It's so cute.
snack. Wow. Oh my
Alright.
god, this is going to
야, 이건 못
be
참겠습니다.
really nice.
And Cherry, I just fed her Cherry, and let's bounce balls with her. So you can bounce the ball back and forth with Yustia. Left, right, left,
Oh.
right. Well, the situation changed, which means that it's level 2 now.
Oh.
Let's look at Updori. Do you see Updori peeking?
Look who it is. It's Yoridoro.
Wow.
Updori.
Look at that. I didn't even expect that.
But, oh wow.
Yep, and there it is. There it is. I said. So there you go, and yeah, you hear everybody in the background going absolutely crazy. But yeah, there it is. So that is the interaction scene. Now he actually does say there's a second scene to this, and he actually does
Wow. The presentation on Prestige Skin, that's really nothing. That kind of slipped my mind. I can't even remember what you showed me. Wow, how much did you say that the skin was? Wow, look at the chatting screen.
Look at the chat. There's one more.
Yeah, everybody got
cutscene,
wild.
everyone.
Look at that.
But you need to look for yourself in the game.
So like I said, there's another like scene addition to this. So like I said, has interaction to it, visuals when you run with her, or you know when you what's it called? When you like evade or whatever on the map, or speed up, I should say, when you speed up and boost. So yeah, there's a lot to this Prestige skin than just the looks of it. But yeah, I would say it's very much worth it, but I also say that it could be priced at least $30, like I said, because of the interaction scene and how much you get out of it. Very high quality, by the way. Very high quality. Beautiful overall. Eustia, very adorable. And then obviously you have Yoridoro in the background. But that's about it, because everything else right now is going to be just like fan interactions and everything. You also see like the cosplay here at the very end. I'll skip to it just to show you guys. But yeah, so that's what's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope that it was informative. And see, you got the lovely ladies here. You got Wilhelmina here as well. But yeah, so that's it, guys. There's the update. I know this video was long, but then again, this stream was very long. I covered a lot of the updates, what's new with it, what's going to be in the future, rewards, everything. So if I missed anything, you can also look on their official website as well for additional details. I'll also post the coupon codes in my description below, so if you want to go enter it right away, go do it now. And with that being said, guys, I hope this helped you out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and I'll definitely see you in the next video, because the update's going to be on June 19th. So in 5 days from now, we are going to be getting this huge update, okay, among other things. There's a lot of things that are huge that are incoming, right? But you guys all take care, stay safe and healthy, and until then, guys, happy summer and happy pulling. See ya.